Europe is having one of the most dense and complex airspaces. That has to do with the many hubs we have from London, Paris, Frankfurt, Madrid. These are important hubs, and these traffic streams need to be incorporated into the network of traffic streams in Europe. The capacity increases in the past have been significant. Without modern technology and modern procedures and the ideas of single European sky, we would not have been in any position to cope with those traffic increases and operate the traffic in a punctual and safe manner as we have done. At the moment, or in the last years, we have seen traffic decreases due to the economical crisis. Our prognosis, however, for the future is that there will be again an increase in traffic. For the next 20 years, we foresee many of those hubs actually coming to the absolute capacity limits. We also still have areas in the Eurocontrol 40 member states that have two-digit growth rates, like Turkey, for example. So we have very different economical situation in Europe, but overall we expect that traffic will rise again. The aviation industry will continue to be a job machine and a growing industry. There are arrangements between the 40 Eurocontrol member states and Eurocontrol agency in Brussels, but as well with the European Aviation Safety Agency in Cologne, to make available figures of different aviation kind to those two agencies. That are figures in respect to traffic volumes, figures in respect to performance, figures in respect to safety. Now, all the member states provide those figures in a pre-described way to Eurocontrol and also to EASA. So the question whether these, I'm aware of any figures not provided, I'm not aware that anything is not provided. We get them on a very regular basis, assess them, and also if we have questions to those figures, go back to that member state and discuss it in detail with that specific member state in order to see whether something can be done to improve safety or to actually increase safety, also with respect to the future capacity. Eurocontrol has started the initiative of developing, together with the member states, their ANSPs, the different groups, be it the airspace user representatives, the controller representatives, the airport representatives, a set of centralized services. The reasoning for that is that with centralized services we can overcome the fragmentation that every of our member states, 40, has to build up the infrastructure on a local or national level. So it's obvious if one can deploy a system on a pan-European basis, meaning a system to be operated for all 40 member states, it's more efficient than building it up on a national basis. So this initiative has led to the development of different operational concepts, which we did with all the stakeholders, which has led to the decision of the member states in February 2014 to ask Eurocontrol to develop, set up and demonstrate 6 centralized services in the next years and show that these services work. We have been asked for other centralized services to conduct a more detailed feasibility study. I'm in regular contacts with the ministry in Spain and also the AENA CEO, and I see a full cooperation and support to these centralized services. It's still too early to see how AENA will actually be part of that development, because we have just started a call for interest. Which ANSPs, which manufacturers do want to participate? And I hope, of course, that AENA will declare its interest to those centralized services. But that is not yet, the deadline is not yet there. We have at the moment an iteration of questions and answers. We have a formal meeting middle of May, and the declaration of interest is due to come in middle of June. It is the obligation of all stakeholders to ensure that the safety level of today is not only kept but increased. none of the representative senior managers could allow anything else to happen, otherwise the whole industry would be endangered. And that is not in the interest of any of the main players, be it on the airline side, be it on the ANSP side, be it on the state side or the European Commission side. Now the challenge for all of us is to make Europe competitive. If we see how this ATM system is provided in other areas of the world and what the costs for this system somewhere else is, we see Europe has to do some more homework. We are not at all fully competitive. So that means we need to do the homework to become more competitive overall in Europe. But that has, of course, to be done in a way that the system is sustainable with the safety levels we see. And that is doable because others do it with similar high safety standards in a different cost structure than we currently see in the fragmented way in Europe. It's a challenge, but it's doable.